Hello, my name is Zach Carhart, and this is my vocational autobiography. Ephesians 2:10 states, "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them." I include this verse at the beginning because it always reminds me that I have been sovereignly crafted by God to do his good works, which he has prepared before I was even born. And so whatever career I end up in or job I end up with, I am confident that God will work through me to accomplish his purpose in that job. Here are a list of some of my past occupations. Um, one of my first jobs was as a Little League umpire, and started that when I was around 14 years old. I really loved it. I had played baseball for my most of my life up to that point, and so transitioning to become an umpire was fairly easy, and I really enjoyed it. I worked my way up to from umpiring 7 and 8-year-olds to actually high school players. The next kind of real job I had was being a part-time weekend janitor for my church. It was just one area of my life where I felt like I could serve the church better, and I was able to get paid for it. When I was in college, all 4 years and even the summers, I worked at the college print shop and post office, and so whether that be helping students print off papers or create posters, or even delivering mail around campus in a golf cart, driving it around. Who could pass up that opportunity? So I really enjoyed that in school. Right now, I'm currently working as a therapy technician, and this was started about 7 years ago while I was in undergrad because I was pursuing physical therapy. And so I found that I really enjoyed working in this type of atmosphere. And so, yeah, I've just continued working um, as a technician. After college, after I graduated, I was feeling called by God into ministry. So for 5 years, I was a campus minister at a local college where I was living, and it was during campus ministry that I was able to kind of discover my passion of helping people and work through and listen to them and work through their struggles, and whether that be emotionally, spiritually, mental, whatever. I just felt like um, people turned to me for help, and so that uh, was really one of the first steps I took to become a professional counselor. And then last but not least, I worked as an administrative assistant, just with organization skills and paying attention to detail. And I worked for a guy who had his own business who I met at my church. So my current pursuit is to become a professional counselor, and some of the areas I could see myself working in would be substance abuse, working on a college campus and helping counsel students there, addictions counseling, marriage and family counseling, geriatric counseling, which is helping the elderly. I've been working in that type of setting for a while, and so I see the need for helping them deal with their problems. And then also in the realm of depression, I really am passionate about helping people see that while they have breath, they still have purpose in life and working through the hard times of depression. And so, yeah, I could see myself helping with that. So as you can see, I've been in jobs that have been in a serving environment, and so um, since I was in 5th grade, I've loved anatomy, and so that's why I pursued going into PT school. And since it didn't work out, and I felt God working in my life, went to college ministry, and then through that, as I said, I discovered some of the strengths I had, and now I'm pursuing a counseling career. And so some of the things I used to discover kind of my strengths and understand who I was is the book called Strength Finders. It really help me understand, and help me to see how I can use the strengths that God has given me. And also Myers-Briggs personality test that helped me just humbly accept who I was and kind of be confident in the way God made me, and to pursue a career and a work environment that um, was part of my strengths and personality. As I said, in college ministry, I interacted with a lot of students struggling, and so I believe that was just like the stepping stone of my uh, pursuit of to be a counselor. And the example I've had in my life have been my mom and dad, who have served in the church for 27 years. So really my life has been on the foundation of serving. And so all throughout my work career, I've seen myself serving in different aspects. And then last but not least, the feedback that I've seen from me personally receiving help, whether that be spiritually in ministry with my mentor, or physical healing with PT, I've just seen that it really helps. And so I just want to be a part of it. So what I would do to help clients would be to help them discover their strengths and passions and not be ashamed of them. But also just accept who they are and not try to be someone that God created them not to be. And so that would include helping set realistic goals in their career, and maturing in the decision-making process, trying to pursue something um, that they feel as though they could, but really not pertaining to who they are as a person. And so I would just encourage them in that, and I would use a variety of personality tests, career assessments, to help them work through that process. And then also I would tell them to receive feedback from close friends and family, because those are the people that truly know who you are. And then another area, and finally, would be those who feel like they're being called into ministry. Since I've been into ministry and gone through that, I'd help them work through the pros and cons and the discernment of um, just the process of feeling like God is calling you to a place and career of your life. So hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I thank you for listening.